Okay, we're starting the recording now. You can watch the VOD. All right. Hello. Welcome to today's stream. Today we'll be streaming the highly requested, what everybody's been waiting for. It's I Love You, Colonel Sanders. All right, here we go. I love you, Colonel Sanders. So you might wonder why I had this fancy. Oh, here, let me pull it up. The fancy stream starting soon. Thing here. We can look at it again. There it is. The stream starting soon screen. Ooh, look at that. Shout out to my graphic designer, ParkerGtv. So the reason why we normally would just start on the game, but when I was trying to set this up, I found out that apparently. I Love You, Colonel Sanders has an incredible opening cinematic that plays when you start up the game. So let me make sure I have it capturing already. Yep, it should get it immediately. All right, so here comes the opening cinematic. Here we go. Let's very excited. Is it? Game catcher, please. Oh, here it is. Oh, no. There it is. Wait. It's gone. There it goes. Alright. Alright. Excellent. Alright. I Love You, Colonel Sanders. A finger-looking good dating simulator. Alright. First, we gotta check out the settings. Yes. Definitely quality-based. How is the sound? Can everyone hear? Can you hear Colonel Sanders? Very good. Alright. Excellent. Excellent. Okay. So, we're gonna start a new game. We haven't ever started. Alright. I Love You, Colonel Sanders, a finger-looking good dating simulator. Welcome, Chef. Before we get started, tell us your name. Oh, what's our name? Game volume up a little bit. We can turn game volume up a little bit. How's this? Alright, tell us your name. We're ParkerGtv, right? That's us? Alright. ParkerGtv. Alright, this is just a good background. I don't know why everyone doesn't use this setup for their You sleep softly as the morning sun casts a warm glow through the window of your modest student apartment. Sure. The world is peaceful and serene. You could stay in the moment forever. Or you could wake up. Now. Your first day of culinary school is no time to sleep in. Oh, we gotta go to school. Alright, what are we doing? Oh, that's so annoying. Alright, we get up early. Look, our alarm's going off. That's an annoying bird. We're getting up. Lying in bed, you stare at the ceiling, thinking about everything that waits you at the prestigious University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning. What a good secondary name for the University of Cooking School. You know, University of Cooking School. Okay, smack that clock button, yep. Alright, your mind begins to wander. Who will be there? What will you cook? What should you wear? Time begins to fly by and you find your imagination getting away from you. So are we daydreaming or are we taking this seriously? Oh, this is a sick chicken. It's popping off. Oh, look at this. Is this maybe like a J-pop or a K-pop band? Is that my family? I don't know. Maybe. I've got some nice pearl necklace right here. I play tennis, it looks like. Oh, hydrating. Oh, this is a serious business. I better make sure to arrive prepared for the first day. You bust through your morning checklist. Teeth, brushed, hair, combed, pits, deodorized. Nothing can stop you now. You confidently grab a biscuit, strut out the door, and head off to class. That's right. Just what you need to get your blood flowing. Biscuit, get. Standing in the quad, you gaze upon the magnificent University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning. Here comes your lifelong best friend forever, Miriam. She's the most adorably awkward person you've ever met, and you absolutely love her for it. Good morning, ParkerGtv. Are you excited for the first day of the rest of our lives? Actually, because I sure am. Excited, a little nervous. Okay, a lot nervous. It's just that this morning I made breakfast for myself, but, well, when I ate it, I couldn't taste any love in the food. What if I'm no good? What if I fail? Classic Miriam. Raised by MasterChef parents, she always held herself to a very high standard. Ever since we were little babies playing together, and you rescued me from that quicksand box, it's been clear to me that you're the most loving, caring person I know. You're going to do great. But with University of Cooking School Academy for Learning's famous 3-day only semesters, I'm afraid of being left behind and never catching up. A sweet girl, Miriam has always had a flair for the dramatic. This summer, she got so nervous about her first kiss that she chipped a tooth practicing on a mannequin. Peppa Hand, you wanna move the self-cam to the top left. Self-cam to the top left. Oh, I see, it is impacting gameplay. Alright, perfect. We will figure this out, hold on. Can I do this right here? Yes. Alright. You'll notice, oh, is that a box that he's put up so that it's not as ugly when it hits the background? Professional streaming. Bam. Alright. There we go. Alright, is that better? Is everyone fine with the top left chat? The top left ParkerGtv picture. Now when I look at myself, it looks like I'm looking all the way up to the distance. Look at this. I'm looking way over here. You can't even see my mouse behind it. Alright, here we go. She chips her tooth on mannequins. Classic, easy mistake to make. Sometimes you just chip your tooth when you're kissing a mannequin. Should you pep talk her or change the subject to give her some relief? We gotta give her a pep talk. We're here to support our friend Miriam. Remember last month when we saw that fortune teller and had our tarot cards read? The lady with the mask who gave me nightmares? I've been trying to forget. I know she looked spooky, but she was so sweet. And she told you that you were destined for great things. Remember that card with the fancy looking tower? And that other card featuring the handsome fellow in the red suit? I've been waiting for so long to meet a handsome fellow I could call my own. And I'm sure you will soon. In no time we'll be graduating, and you'll be delighting the world with your heartfelt cooking in no time at all. Please note that, never use in no time and no time at all in the same sentence. Not recommended. As you talk Miriam up, you can feel her nerves begin to ease. You know what? Maybe everything will be okay after all. And if not, at least I have these killer bangs. She's got the bangs. Can you believe I cut them myself? She's got the bangs. You can definitely believe it. I like eyes emoji. I cannot believe it. Before you can get another word out, you're rudely interrupted when someone smacks your book and custom engraved measuring spoons out of your hands and onto the ground. Why am I holding my custom engraved measuring spoons in my hand? They should be in my backpack where they're safe. Oh no. Hey! It's Ashley? We're gonna call it Ashley. It's Ashley, your arch rival. She's totally evil, but you can't help but be filled with jealousy. She can get anything she wants, and she knows it. Oh, look, she's got an evil sharp tooth right there. Look at that. Definitely evil. Hello, Ashley. Oh, I didn't see you there, chicken shins. You leave ParkerGtv's shins alone. They're perfectly normal shins. Hey, spell it correctly. I want Ashley to step on me. You can't stand Ashley. Even her name is annoying. You know for a fact it's actually Ashley, but she had to add extra letters to make herself feel better than everyone. True story, my sister's name's Ashley. My grandmother, wanted to name her Ashley with Leigh as the ending name. Very questionable naming procedure. Very questionable. If anyone here knows what perfect shins looks like, it's us. Yeah, we're hella knowledgeable about shins. We're not going to let you or your weird insults get to us. Across the squad, you see Ashley's best friend, Van the Man-Man, has stepped up to look at his own reflection in the mirror. Okay, Van the Man-Man is sick. Hold on. His pants are so tight you can see him casually working out his glutes while he styles his hair. They're rocking glutes. Alright, hold on. Why are we hanging out with these people instead of Van the Man-Man? Hold on. Van? You rang. You've never been sure what their arrangement is, but as long as you've known them, Ashley and Van has been just as close as you as Miriam, but substantially more devious. I can't believe that University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning, would ever allow people like you to attend as students. I know, right? You think they just hand us our diplomas now. Or maybe hire us on as professors. You amateurs could learn a lot from us. With the first day of school about to start, there's just not time to properly tell these two off, so you resist the urge. Oh, is my chat not updating? Let me refresh chat. Alright. Let's go, Miriam. Push! See you later, losers! As you approach the door, you see a goofy-looking kid pushing hard against the window directly next to it. Pop. Yikes. I think it's broken. You reach forward and easily pull the door open. Oh, that should do. That's it. Yep, it's one of those. I love you. I think you mean thank you. My name is Pop. I was named after my Pop. Pop. He's old. Could someone like this also be a student at the school? He must be one heck of a chef. Also, his name tag clearly says Bob, but I guess he's reading it upside down. That'll happen. Sometimes it's upside down. What can you do? Hi, Pop. I'm ParkerGtv. So, are you going to make me hold this door all day? Nope. And with that, the young man walks into the building in front of you. Excellent. Is it just me, or is he kind of cute? It's just Miriam. Look, classic Miriam. Classic Miriam. You both shrug your shoulders before following him into the building. I am dropping frames, it says. There's a couple of dropped frames, so it might not just be you. It's some of me, too. Hopefully, it all works out, though. Yeah, hope you can get... You stand at the edge of the room, unsure where to sit. Other students wander in and keep themselves busy chit-chatting. Oh, it's a dog. Let's go. A cool dog. It's adorable. It's a hard-working dog. A scruffy-looking pooch takes his place at a podium in the front of the class. No, quiet down, everyone. Who is this unbelievably cute Pop, and why is he our culinary class? You must be Sprinkles, head instructor and CEO of UCS AL. Please call me Professor Dog. I might be cute and a little fluffy, but I still demand respect. Woof. What? A cute dog is our professor? This is the best school ever. I guess only a dog's nose is capable of picking up all the nuances of fine dining. Out of nowhere, wind begins to rush around you as a swirl of cherry blossom petals fill the air inside the classroom. I'm chilly. Someone close the window. And then he walks in. Oh, there he is. You're immediately swept in the aura of this new student and his remarkable goatee. Who knew anyone could be so handsome? Time itself stands still. It's him. If it isn't my favorite student, Harland. Colonel Sanders interrupts Sprinkles. Sorry, Professor Dog, before he can finish this dog. Please, call me Colonel. Colonel Sanders. A hushed murmur rolls through the classroom as Colonel Sanders walks down the aisle of desks. Suddenly, the room is sweltering. Sweat begins to bead across your brow. Oh, you feel like everyone's looking at you, and you're not entirely wrong. Oh no, it's the pressure. And this over here must be sweats a lot. Oh, she got me, dude. Oh no. Oh, pour one out. Maybe we should open that broken window back before faucet is messed into a puddle and evaporates entirely. Oh no. That wasn't as good, but the first one. Hold on just a second. No one talks about my friend like that. You both might know my name. We were in the same kindergarten class. And what is with all your weird insults? Besides, when ParkerGtv sweats is that gross, it's beautiful. Look at that shimmer. Questionable take from Miriam. Another questionable. She's a friend though. We gotta respect friendship. We're gonna take a moment to clean ourselves up. Look, it's the only option. It's a good one. It's a good thing you didn't forget about that deodorant this morning. This costume is hot, hot, hot. Professor Dog steps in to settle the class down and get some ground rules. Welcome to University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning, the greatest culinary academy in the world. The birthplace of culinary legends past, present, and future. Many challenges will await you. There will be tears, there will be blood, there may even be really adorable tiny food. And when all is said and done, there will be a battle! You will lift your sporks and compete in the broom cooking arena. Is that broom? The broom cooking? Do we have to cook a broom? I'm not knowledgeable about the best way to cook a broom. We'll see. We'll see. Just then, another student enters the classroom and interrupts the professor's rousing speech. Hey guys, sorry I'm late. I hope everyone had a good summer. I really miss... Quiet! Late to class is bad enough, but interrupting my monologue. You're on the fast track out of here, young man. Are you sure you're even in the right place? Don't you recognize me? This is my 3rd year in the school with you as my teacher. Everyone stares at him, blinking. Does no one remember me? You're expelled if you utter one more word before I finish. Let that be a lesson to you students that tardiness is unacceptable. Even Clank made it here on time, rolling halfway across town on his tiny wheels. You turn to see the student Sprinkles is referencing, who appears to be some sort of industrial kitchen appliance. Very impressive moves by Clank. He looks like a great friend to have. We're gonna see if we can also romance Clank. The class bursts into laughter. Oh, Clank, you rascal. Oh, he's a prankster, dude. Look at his smile. He's a prankster. Yeah, dude. Clank seems like a great option. Yeah. Sprinkles walks in the classroom as everyone stands in silent obedience. When he gets to you, he lifts his nose to the air and takes a deep sniff. Yikes. Your diet is lacking. Based on what I'm picking up here, you definitely need a multivitamin. You should be taking better care of yourself. You've never had a talking dog as a teacher before, but Sprinkles' reputation for being smart but tough is well known. You decide to butter up by giving him a treat for your pocket, but what kind? Alright, it's chat, I need your help. So my natural inclination is, dude, I like chicken. We've got a chicken snack ready to go. And I do like chicken, but I need to know what chat thinks. Yeah, chicken. I like chicken. Yeah, I like chicken. Yeah, we're hitting him. You reach beneath your apron and return with a chicken snack in your hand. Sprinkle's eyes go wide as he locks onto it. His favorite. Well, I think there might be some competition for new star student. We're just bribing our way through. It's just like regular school for me. This is how I made it through UT. The furry professor immediately devours the snack, leaving your hand slick with a coating of warm doggy drool, just like UT. Just like UT is exactly the same. You see the other students eyeing you jealously, but pay no mind to them. If they wanted to succeed in life, they should have learned the importance of carrying a range of dog treat flavors on them at all times. True. Very true. Settle down, young chefs. Take your seat and prepare to have your minds open to the amazing possibilities of culinary creation. As everyone rushes to claim their favorite seats, you're left standing at the front of the room. Only 2 options remain. Hey, ParkerGtv, there's still a seat here. It seems like no one has claimed this seat next to me, if you're interested. 2 good options, but which one do we choose? Are we sitting by Miriam, our best friend, or are we sitting by Colonel Sanders? It's a big choice. I want to sit next to Clank, but that's not one of the options. Oh man. Miriam's been standing up for us. Look, Miriam's our best friend. It's definitely a good option. However, it's a rough one. This is a tough choice. Ooh, Colonel Sanders has a watch. He's looking nice. He's got a pen. Miriam's. We got some. We've got some disagreement in the chat. We've got a very small number of viewers, but the few viewers we have are disagreeing. What do we do? This is rough. I'm tempted to go with Miriam myself. Look, let's be clear. We've got to act as we would naturally act, and ParkerGtv would every time sit by his best friend. There's not even a question. You move to take your seat next to Miriam. Yep. I'm so glad to have you near me to support me through this class. Of course, you're my best friend. Who else would I sit by? Colonel Sanders. He has such a magnetic personality, and there's a seat open right next to him. If you had sat there, you might have gotten to know him a little better. Oh no, I'd never sacrifice our friendship. Besides, I'm sure I'll get a chance to talk to him later in the semester. I've got 3 whole days. That's like a lifetime. Yep. So you say, but now that Miriam mentions it, that Colonel Sanders is just so darn dreamy. That's what I always say about Colonel Sanders. Yep. As soon as you settled into your seat, the professor makes an announcement. Think fast, it's time for a pop quiz. Yay, a quiz about me. He's Bob, actually. This is incredibly important. Surprisingly short quiz will tell me if you're ready for life at the culinary school. Keep your knife sharp and your focus sharp, or here comes question number 1. Or get ready for question number 1. If a train is traveling to point B and train B is traveling to point A, how important is it to wash your hands before cooking? It's super important to wash your hands before cooking. Look, man depends, terrible answer. Doesn't matter, terrible answer. Extremely looking at you, Pop, rude. First of all, rude. We don't make fun of Pop just because he's bad at washing his hands. He does need to wash his hands better. But we've got to go with extremely here. I don't want anybody not washing their hands. That's right. Forest is a tree as chicken is too. Now, I just want to put this out there. Forest is a tree as chicken is to a slam dunk, right? Alright. Night vision goggles and a slam dunk are both sick. I think feather's the right answer though. So are we trying? It's a pop quiz. Are we supposed to be getting it right? I need Chad's help on this one. This is not something that I can just this is not something I just know off the top of my head. Forest is a tree as chicken is too. I've got to say it's so sick. Yeah. Feather. I think feather is the right answer. The question is, do we choose feather or do we choose slam dunk? Forest is a tree as chicken is to you. Feather. We got 2 votes for feather. Don't do it. So chat says feather. Chat says feather. All right. Feather. That's right. Okay. What is the most efficient eating utensil ever created? A comically oversized fork, a meat tenderizer, or a spork? Now, here's the thing. A meat tenderizer, you don't use it to eat. It's very useful. You use it to tenderize meat. Very important. Not really. A comically oversized fork is only used during church homilies. The only time this has ever happened is when they're telling a church homily about people in heaven and they feed each other with comically oversized utensils, and the people in hell couldn't eat because the utensils were too big and it was very uncomfortable, so they never got to eat anything. So it's please keep it PG. PG in the chat, please. Alright, thank you. Please keep it calm down, chat. It's gotta be a spork. We're going with spork. That's right. What food is best for a broken heart? Anything as long as it's prepared with love and not too much salt. Camel meat. A pancake that looks like a silly face. Now, we know it's not camel meat, but not having salt's very important for the heart because salt's very dangerous for heart disease. But a pancake that looks like a silly face. Now, I think it's got to be love but not salt, right? Salt's deadly. That's what I'm saying. Salt's very dangerous. It's got to be. We're thinking about not only the broken part of the heart, but the rest of the heart. Your heart's already in danger, and heart disease, #1 killer in the United States. You think it's the pancake? The pancake that looks like a silly face. the pancake that looks like a silly face is pretty sick. I don't know. I've got to be against salt here. Look, the salt's coming after us. That's right. Is Sprinkles a good boy? Is Sprinkles a good boy? Is he the best boy, or is it yes, he's a good boy? Is he a good boy? Or is he the best boy? Here's the question. Look at him. If you can see his eyes right there. Look, he's got a little straw in his mouth, maybe. I think he's the best boy. All of them are the best boy. That's right. Your total score. Oh, perfect score. We did it. We're the best student. All right, your perfect score. Wow. Be honest. Did you cheat? Is talking to chat cheating? Because if so, yes. Let's look at this equation on the background. X equals d of x divided by a of x. Interesting. That doesn't look like cooking school to me, but I don't know. Alright, you look up to see that Colonel Sanders have been watching you tally your score. He's impressed. We got him, boys. We're the big brain student. I know we just met, but I have to confess, I think you have a beautiful brain. Oh. Hot diggity, ParkerGtv. You just scored some major Colonel Sanders points with that performance. May I have your attention, students? I have an important announcement to make. I lost his voice. It's been too long since the dog talked. I forgot what the dog's voice is. It's time for lunch! Wow. The cafeteria is as nice as any restaurant you've ever eaten at. It makes sense that a school dedicated to cooking would be serious about eating. A delicious fragrance wafts through the room and tickles at the end of your nose. Your mouth waters. Do you smell that? That must be our lunch. It smells crazy good. Everyone, can I have your attention? Is this about lunch? No, I just wanted to apologize for my tardiness. You see, I was. Howdy, folks. I'd like to make an announcement. Hey, I was. It's about lunch. Everyone cheers. Hooray! Woohoo! Let's get some cheers in chat. But shh. Lunch. She said, shh. In honor of the new semester, I have prepared something special to share with everyone for lunch. That must be the smell I smelled. Indeed, that smell. You hold your breath, waiting to see what food his mysterious student has created. You heard that he's very talented, but were the rumors true? Oh, I'm on my edge of a seat. Is this? Colonel Sanders lifts a large bucket above his head. Its contents glimmer in the light. Oh, look how good it looks. Drop a pog in the chat. Piled high are huge pieces of chicken breaded and fried to a crispy golden finish. The aroma envelops you, and you begin to feel warm and safe. Alright, chat, feeling warm and safe. There's a cozy. I'm dropping a cozy in the chat. Alright. Colonel Sanders has filled a bucket with chicken. What a novel concept. Your stomach begins to grumble as if to say, stop thinking and start eating. For years, I have been developing a secret recipe for the perfect fried chicken. By my calculation, nothing less than 11 herbs and spices are required to achieve the perfect balance of flavors. You look around and notice that every other student has a pen and paper and is scribbling notes as fast as they can. But that's all I have to say about that. What? You think we want your stupid secret recipe, dude? Pshaw, nah, my dude, nah. I'm just, drafting a last will and testament in case, one of those ingredients is, poison. Got him! Prank, got him! He looks around nervously to see if anyone else is laughing at his sick burn. You wait to see what Zinger Ashley has... that name. Every time I read that name, you see what Zinger... yeah, man, a thought. Zinger Ashley is prepared to follow up with, but she suddenly takes a different approach. Yeah, and I was just, writing in my diary. Dear diary, today I smelled something beautiful. I knew that moment that only the hands of a true gentleman could fry chicken so tender. You see her body language change from bitter and evil to sweet and innocent as she slides closer to Colonel Sanders. She realizes that he is destined for greatness and fame with his cooking skills. She wants him all to herself. Oh, please. Well, Van, the man, if you don't want any. I'll take his. I like food, that's true. Well, hold on, I guess I'll try. He takes one bite and his eyes grow wide. He starts contorting his face as he tries to hold in his pure exhilaration and act unimpressed. Easy now. There's enough for everyone. Please, for my fellow classmates, dig in. You take one of the pieces of fried chicken out of this bucket and sink your teeth into it. It's amazing. Tasting Colonel Sanders' food transports you to another dimension. Alone with your taste buds, gripping a drumstick in your hand, you float weightlessly. Alright, what are we doing? Focus your mind and meditate on this moment. Try and identify every flavor. Savor the moment and everything in your that it tells you about Colonel Sanders' culinary heart. Swim towards the light. What are we doing? I'm in favor of savoring the moment and everything it tells you about the culinary heart, but I've got to ask Chad on this one. This is an important decision. This is very important. We're here tripping on chicken right now, and we're gonna need some assistance from the chat. Yeah, it's gotta be the heart-based one, right? Yeah. We're not trying to steal the flavor. That's his specialty, and we definitely don't want to touch the lights. So. The flavors in your mouth are beautiful, pure, heavenly. What a guy. Alone with the flavors, you feel something that can only be described as love. For a man, for his flavor, are they the same? After tasting his food, you try to get some one-on-one time with Colonel Sanders. Alright, we're going in. Let's go. Does anyone have a good line that we could use at Colonel Sanders? Before we go in, we're going for it, but does anyone have... Look, I'm wearing my Tennessee hat. We've got our Tennessee art right here above, to the left of my head. To the right of my head. Alright. Here we go. We approach Colonel Sanders. Colonel Sanders smiles ever so softly as you approach. He stops what he's doing and allows you to break the silence. Colonel, I wondered if I could talk to you for a second. Anything for a fellow chef. What exactly was on that chicken? Ha ha ha! How bold of you to come out and ask. It's an idea I had for a new combination of flavors that will make me my fortune and establish my legacy for all time as I open a chain of highly successful fried chicken restaurants. No big deal. Look at this. He's got a bird on the top of his staff. Oh no. It's just you and me here talking. I can keep a secret. In fact, I've got some of my own I'd be willing to trade. We're trading secrets. It's a bold move. What's the rush? The semester's only getting started. We got 2 more whole days to get to know each other. He's clearly not going to give it up easily, but it doesn't hurt to be persistent. You know what they say about secrets, Colonel. Shouldn't learning be fun? Oh no. You got moxie, I'll give you that. Colonel Sanders looks both ways to make sure you're truly alone, and then he leans in. You can feel his warm breath as he whispers. Just one ingredient. But you can't tell. I use blank. It's something my great-grandmother taught me. Blank. Wow, you never have guessed that. In fact, you're not even sure where you get some if you searched. While you're wrapped up in that huge revelation, you notice that Colonel Sanders has disappeared. While everyone else is still in the cafeteria, you decide to look for him. You find Colonel Sanders outside, standing in the quad. Oh, it's you again. Howdy. It might be chicken. It could be chicken. I don't know. It's possible. It's possible. Sometimes I like to come outside and look at the school buildings. I think about how my story will continue on after I've graduated. It sounds like you have big plans. I dare say, the biggest. I will leave my mark on this world. You can bet on that. Alone together for the first time, you figure now is the perfect moment to show your personality to him. We're not negging him. That's not how we roll. Wow him with a big idea to add an additional agreement to really spice things up. Are we trying to really spice things up? Be modest but thoughtful. Being modest but thoughtful, that's reasonable. But what if we add a 12th herb or spice? Think about it. Modest is hottest. You're not wrong. Recipe is firm. I agree. That's the only issue. I would love to hit him with the big idea, but the big idea it's saying that we could give is just such a terrible idea. Yeah, we've got to be modest. Yeah, modest is hottest. Well, I just wanted to tell you that I really enjoyed your food. Now you've got his attention. The flavors were complex, but comforting. The interplay between salty, savory, and peppery. It was perfect. I appreciate the compliment, ParkerGtv. I'm sure you'll be a big success. I know we've only met today, but I'm starting to get the same feeling about you. We should head back inside. The next lesson starts soon. You step into the massive cooking arena where the afternoon lesson will take place. Each student gets an oven and all the tools and ingredients they could need. Look at this place. It's magnificent. Finally, we get to show our stuff. Wait a second. Oh no, we have to show our stuff. What if I totally blow it? You're not going to blow anything, except maybe kisses to the crowd of fans you're going to earn with your signature adorable tiny cooking food creations. Welcome, students, to the cooking arena. For today's lesson, we'll be cooking with partners. Hurry up and pair off. Naturally, Miriam looks at you, but unable to control yourself, you pounce on Colonel Sanders. Oh no. Oh, this is a PG stream. You better watch out, Colonel Sanders. Oh no. Hey, Colonel, would you like to tackle this lesson as a team? A team of 2, that is. Me and you, if that wasn't clear. Oh, that was a sick. We got him. Want to be my partner? Sure, ParkerGtv. I'll prepare our station. Without you as a partner, Miriam is left standing all alone. 2 different students quickly take notice. Hello, new partner. Beep boop. Bzz. Oh my, 2 potential partners? I'm sorry, gentlemen, but I don't know who to choose. You have to choose Clank. This is the easiest decision of all time. Look at the 2 options. Look at this guy. Look at this. Yep. Nope. And then look at that robot over there. That guy. Clank is so easy. It looks like you have to pick 4. Friend duties can be a little awkward, but that's it's the easiest choice of all time. Who do you ask to be Miriam's partner? We're asking Clank every time. Clank is Dake. Sorry, Pop, but I think Miriam will be partnering with Clank today. Do you ever feel like we're an overpowering friend? Like maybe we need to let Miriam make her own choices? In this case, no, because she has to choose Clank. The fact that she's considering other options, terrible, serious. This is why we're with Colonel Sanders. It's okay, I already ate. It's not entirely clear if Pop has any idea what the point of school even is at this juncture. Clank is clearly excited to have some attention. He heats up and begins to roll back and forth. Warp, warp, warp. Hold on there, fella. We don't even know the assignment yet. Technically, Clank might not have a face, but there's something charming and earnest about him. That's true. That's true. Can I get some trues in chat? Bzzzt. Tissue, I hardly know you. Oh my goodness. Tissue, I hardly know her. Oh no. You know, sometimes Tissue, I hardly know her. All right, excellent work, Clank. Clank with the sick joke. All right, Clank judders and a panel shakes loose. You get the impression that this is a sign of affection. Yep, definitely true. Looks like you two will be fine. Now it's time to focus on your own cooking classwork. All right, you two. For today's lesson, we're going to keep it simple. Pick a basic dish and divide up the steps. No chef is an island. It takes 2 flints to make a fire. You get the idea. Which dish do you suggest to your partner, Colonel Sanders? Alright, steak tartare. Using octopus will blow Colonel Sanders' mind. Your grandmother's mashed potatoes and gravy. Look, there's an easy choice here. Easy choice. Easy. Look, chat. Which of these options is the right choice, guys? Mashed potato. What goes with the chicken? What goes with the chicken? I'll give you a hint. It looks like we're going with your grandmother's mashed potatoes. I've always been something of a down-home chef. I was thinking we could make something warm, inviting, comforting. Maybe mashed potatoes. And gravy! I couldn't imagine one without the other. Colonel Sanders asks a coy look at you, causing your whole face to glow beet red. Embarrassed, you quickly turn away. I'll go get the potatoes. No, please, let me. Picking perfect produce is a passion of mine. Looks like things are getting pretty fresh around here. Does someone have a crush on Colonel Sanders? We're just cooking partners. Mind your own business. Sanders' heart is my business, and you better keep your fingers off my man. Did someone call for me? No, geez, Van. Well, I'm over here crushing ParkerGtV's dreams. You're supposed to be taking care of our classwork. That was the deal, remember? Colonel Sanders returns, arms full of peeled potatoes. He tosses them into boiling water and turns attention to you and your old friends. This is some sick music. It's really up the tempo right here. Oh, howdy there, Ashley. Van. Are we working in a quartet instead of a duet now? Actually, no. It looked like ParkerGtv was struggling, so we offered to give them a hand. You know how it is. These young amateur chefs need a lot of mentoring. I was going to say, Colonel Sanders, maybe I could also teach you a thing or two about fancy food. Maybe one day you might get up to my level. Ha! Doubt it. Do we need music up? The music's already pretty loud. It's going to be too loud for me if I turn it up. Don't be rude, Van. Personally, I have no doubts whatsoever about Colonel Sanders' ability to concoct creations worthy of admiration. After all, your fried chicken was quite spectacular. But Colonel, if you ask me, I might make a better partner for you than this thing that has possessioned itself at your station. Don't you feel, deep down, that we cast a complementary shadows? We fit together like a thigh and a drumstick. It just makes sense. Nothing about this makes any sense, but one thing is clear. She's coming for Colonel if you don't watch out. Ashley is really going at you hard. You need to ask for some backup here before things get ugly. Who do we ask for backup in this situation, chat? There's a right answer. It's Clank. That's right, we're looking for Clank to back us up. Oh, alright, hold on. Clank wasn't one of the options. Yeah, Clank. It's gotta be Clank. Are we turning Miriam? Are we sticking with Miriam? Yeah. Alright, we gotta vote for Miriam in the chat. We've been siding with Miriam the whole time. And Miriam gets us closer to Clank. Okay. Questionable take from one of the members of chat here. Alright, it looks like we're going with Miriam. We gotta turn to our bestie. It's still day one. We don't want to look too dependent either. This is a good choice. You turn to Miriam, and as soon as you find her, she senses it and looks back. This girl's friend and need radar is second to none. She immediately comes running over. Is somebody threatening my friend? I will destroy them! I actually think that Ashley and Van Van were just leaving. Leaving you in the dusk, vis-a-vis my skills as a chef, perhaps, but stepping away from this competition, you are sorely mistaken. Miriam, you're a loyal friend, but ParkerGtv is my partner for today's activity. You look for Sprinkles in hopes that he might step in, but he's nowhere to be found. Darn those cute corgis and their short but sturdy stature. You look down at your station and realize that, in the tension of the moment, your hands have been cooking on autopilot. Distracted by the drama, you've already crushed the boiled potatoes into a perfect creamy mashed texture with plenty of butter and cream for flavor. It's as if your natural passion guided you through the steps you knew so well while your attention was elsewhere. I know just what to do. Colonel Sanders extends his hand. He's holding a beautiful white porcelain gravy boat out of which pours a smooth, brown gravy, smothering your nearly finished potato dish. Gravy flows down the middle mound of mashed potatoes. The results look spectacular. Granny would be very proud. Colonel Sanders holds a spork out to you. You reach out and grab hold of it, but he doesn't immediately let go. The two of you stand holding the same spork, and for that small moment, all of the madness and pressure in this crazy world stops. Look at this wink. Wink, get. Does he have any glass in his glasses? Those are super clear glasses. Your eyes lock. The moment is electric. Time stands still. If you love something, set it free. Together, you dig the utensil into the mashed potatoes and lift a heaping sporkful up. When you see Ashley with a sinister look, you know she's plotting against you to be with Colonel Sanders. And then, filled with rage and without thinking, you fling this sporkful of mashed potatoes right into Ashley's stupid, beautiful face. Oh no! Van Van, do something! Scooping up a fingerful, Van Vel tastes the dripping mashed potatoes and gravy and realizes that it's delicious. Horrified by this revelation, he slinks away. Will he ever be able to cook something with so much love and integrity? It's got some integrity. This is some truthful mashed potatoes. Hold on right there, ParkerGtv. We do not waste food in the Broom Academy arena. Colonel Sanders, I expect better from you. If you throw one more spoonful, you both be prepared to eat it from whatever it lands. Can I have potatoes, face? Oh, that's a great joke. Great job, Pop. Van Van rushes back, a covered dish in his hand. Mashed potatoes with gravy. Pathetic. In just a few minutes, I prepared a full meal. Gaze upon my specialty. Braised tentacle of octopus in my silky saltwater sauce. Plated on a battle axe blade forged by my supreme chef ancestors. You've ignored me for too long. This ends now. It is I who will have first bite, and you will all look on with envy. The interrupting student rushes at Van Van and swipes a bite of his signature dish right off the plate. No, don't! Something about that dish doesn't strike my nose quite right. I think the octopus was rushed, and may have turned in the process. The results could be toxic. Too late, it has been eaten. I left something in the oven. I don't feel so good. It killed him! Oh no! Oh no, he's dead! F! Drop an F in the chat, boys. F. Drop some F's in the chat. Oh no, he's dead! Everyone step back! Don't take another bite! When you look back at the plate, the rest of it is gone. You notice the tip of the tentacle being slipped up in Pop's mouth. Pop winces in pain for a moment, and then is almost immediately back to his oblivious self. Whoopsie! Tastes like poison! The entire class is gathered up to watch Pop's final moments. Shock has frozen the whole crowd. They're as motionless as statues. The class bell rings, disrupting the moment. It's having everyone back to reality. It would appear that Pop's enthusiasm for trying new things, despite obvious danger, has inoculated him against the poisons of all kinds. I'm not sure the professors here make enough money. Hello! I just turned into a spooky ghost over here. Seeing that you're shaken up by the really annoying student and all this nonsense, Colonel Sanders approaches you. I'm sorry that you had to go through all that. Please, let me walk you home. What? What? Like for real? Oh, come on! You follow Colonel Sanders out of the room. At night, the school building has taken on another vibe entirely. It's dark. and more than a little spooky. Colonel Sanders stands in the quad's neon glow and speaks softly. Those mashed potatoes you made in class today. Before you go on, I want you to know, they're not a great representation of my skills. I didn't even realize I was making them. They were amazing. Tasting them, it reminded me of why I became so passionate about food to begin with. Colonel Sanders is getting choked up. Cooking is obviously important to him, in a way that you find inspiring. Now might be the perfect time to tell him you're developing feelings for him. Colonel Sanders? Yes, ParkerGtv? There's something I need to tell you. Hold it right there! There's something I need to tell you first. Oh, jeez. You see, when I was just a boy, I had a dream that one day I would be the greatest chef the world had ever seen. And every day since, I've been working towards that dream, day and night, never stopping, never resting, and lifting weights, like a ton of weights. We should follow our dreams with all our hearts, that our soul may grant them, like wishes floating on a shooting star. Hey, no, you. Be quiet! I'm the one here to say inspirational stuff and be the star of the story. Hey, this is a PG stream. We're not reading that part. Are we forgetting that your cooking literally killed a guy? You can't prove that. I also saw you kill that guy. What was his name? Somewhere in the distance, you hear a long, sad sigh. Forget him. We're talking about me. Me. I'm the hero. The Spork Monster is here to fight a hero. Oh no, it's the Spork Monster. The unknown relative to the camera monster. The Spork Monster. Oh no, it's a jump scare. Everyone run. Van. Oh, I think I left the fridge door open. Later, nerds. How dare you threaten me just as I was letting down my guard and connecting with another chef on an emotional level. Be afraid. Be very afraid of me, cause I'm a monster. See? He's kind of like a spooky ghost. Is he rhyming on purpose, or is that just a coincidence? But before you can discuss syntax any further, it's a turn-based fight sequence. What will you do? Are we We're attacking, right? We gotta beat up this creep. All right. Do we attack or defend? What are we up to, guys? I think we've got to attack first. Look, we haven't taken any damage. I'm not worried about a quick one-hit KO move. It's got to be attack, yeah. You decide to go on the attack. Which attack will you use? Cook with love. We got to use cook with love. Cook with love. Yep. Cook with love does 1 damage. It just got real. That attack really upset Spork Monster. Spork Monster goes on the attack. They spit hot gravy at you. Ah! You take 1 damage. Alright, what are we doing? Yeah, we've got to keep attacking. We got to go at hot. You just had to go on the attack. It worked last time. Cook with love. Cook with love. Cook with love does 1 damage. Spork Monster won't forget this. It's really feeling threatened. Mash mind and draws in energy from Mother Earth itself. They grow larger and more intimidating. How do we respond? Do we keep attacking? What's the call, guys? Maybe we should have gone pacifist. Normally I go pacifist in these games. What do we do? What's the strat? He's really feeling it. I'm super scared. This is looking very threatening. What do we do? Do we attack again? Are we all out attacking? Are we? Yeah, we got an all-out attack. Look, this is the avalanche. It's coming in hot. Rock. You just had to go on the attack. Which attack do we use? We've only got Cook with Love. Cook with Love does 1 damage at this rate. Yep, true. The Spork Monster is no quitter. Buffed up and ready to rumble. They go on the attack once again. They use utility tensile. You take 2 damage. Where's our health bar? We're not gonna survive. Oh no. What do we do? We gotta keep going. We gotta go in. We're going in. We gotta cook him. We're hitting him with the love cook. It does 1 damage. They're oozing cheese sauce into the lawn of the quad. Someone's gonna have to do the cleanup. Feeling vulnerable, Spork Monster prepares his ultimate attack. Rounded Edge. Vile villain, your reign of terror stops here. Colonel Sanders summons the energy of 1,000 chickens. Power, pinch. It does 10 damage. Spork Monster is defeated. You saved me. An injured spork monster spews steam into the night. What do we do? Is this a genocide run, or is this a mercy run? Right? We've got to look good before Colonel Sanders. Look, we aggroed the monster. He did the damage. We've got to spare it, right? We've got to spare him. Look, no, we got one for each in the chat. What's the most in the chat? We've got to spare it. Look, it's so sad now. Look at him. All right, we're sparing this wretched beast. We got to do it. You managed to tamp down your disgust at the sight of this gnarly beast long enough to realize that he's still a living creature with a pure soul who deserves your pity, not your wrath. Be gone, beast, and don't you dare come back for a follow-up encounter tomorrow. I won't forget this, and I certainly won't be back, like you said. What can we have? Drop a 1 in chat if he's coming back tomorrow, and a 2 if he's not. Look, I'm putting a 1 down. The spork monster scuttles off into the night. The defeated monster left behind a special item. It appears at first to be a cookbook, but on closer inspection, it's so much more. It's a book of magic spells with a golden chicken on the cover. You open the cover and find a library card tucked inside. Oh, a library card. The last name to have assigned out is Borko. Borko. That name sounds strange. Oh, sorry. Borko. That name sounds strangely familiar. Your blood is pumping as you stand in the quiet of the night, holding the mysterious book in your hands. As you come down from your battle buzz, you realize that your final attack has left you completely depleted. The world around you begins to fade away. Without any energy to keep your eyes open, darkness overtakes you. The image of Colonel Sanders flashes before your eyes as you fall asleep. He must help you get home. In your tired state, you don't know if you could have made it without him. What a guy. You want to thank him, but you don't have enough strength to utter a single word. You feel your covers being pulled up over you as you are tucked in tightly. Good night, my Colonel. In your dream, you're together with Colonel Sanders. For some reason, Sprinkles is also there, instructing your love. Dreams are weird. Zzz. Oh my goodness. There it goes. You awake on day 2 and attempt to process the wild visions you had. Were they memories or premonitions? And then there was that secret ingredient that Colonel Sanders went ahead and told you outright. Not much of a secret, huh? It's probably just because he already trusts you so much. Sure, that makes sense. We'll go with that. You meet up with your bestie in front of the school. Before you can tell her about the encounter with the spork monster, she launches into a story of her own. Okay, I know this might sound a little strange, but I think I might like Clank. Alright, who wouldn't like Clank? What a great choice by Miriam. Like him? Like? I know, it sounds like it's moving too fast, but there's something about him. I like him. Like him. We got talking after class, and he's actually totally a sweet guy. Not only that, but he's really smart. He told me all kinds of stories about Colonel Sanders. Do you know that Colonel Sanders was the most popular kid in his school? No, but that makes complete sense. Yeah, but he was so popular that he was voted prom king at a school he didn't even go to, and was also the convertible that he rode himself at the front of the homecoming parade. And was also the convertible that he rode himself. That he himself rode at the front of the parade. He was his own convertible. Suspicious, highly suspicious. I'm thinking maybe got lost in pressure cooker language translation there. Either way, it might be best if you took it slow with this new boy. Like I am with Colonel Sanders. You and Colonel Sanders? The coolest guy in school? The most famous student to ever attend University of Cooking School Academy for Learning? You're a thing now? We most definitely connected yesterday. Lol, sure you did. You're great. Why wouldn't he be into you? I guess. Laughing at the implication that you and Colonel Sanders might be a thing is definitely not cool. You are great. You have an idea about how to prove that your love is real. Well, if he's not into me, why did he tell me one of his secret ingredients? We better not be telling his secret ingredient. He trusted us with the secret ingredient and now we're telling... Oh no. Your bestie's eyes light up. A secret ingredient? Yeah, I just said that. A secret ingredient. Is there a dramatic echo in here? Ingredient. Miriam checks to make sure you're alone before continuing. So this summer, while I was on vacation with my family, a lovely man approached me in this botanical garden while I was blundering. This can't be good. He told me all about his passion for spices. Secret spices. The man even gave me some to show what he meant. He said it was a powder created from super duper rare dried flower petals, and that if I did him a big favor, I could have some of my own. Please, Miriam, don't tell me. So I filled my suitcase with them and brought them home. He was so nice, he even met me at the gate when I arrived. Later, when I cooked with them, a very strange feeling came over me, and the flavor was unlike anything I'd ever tasted. I think you're being very liberal with the meaning of spices here. Whatever. Anyway, we both share an interest in cooking, so we've stayed in touch. You know, like pen pals. I bet he would love to know more about the new spices. Well, I'm definitely not supposed to share Colonel Sanders' secret recipe. And besides, I only know the one ingredient, so I doubt I'd be much use to anything. Please, please, please. I would mean so the world to me. No one has to know it came from you or from Colonel Sanders. What do you think? Should you protect Colonel Sanders' secret or share it with your bestie? We're not snitching. Look, chat. I don't know. I don't care about how much you guys like Miriam. I know we've got some big Miriam fans in the chat, but we're not snitching. He told us the secret ingredient, and we're not doing it. We're not. Look. Yeah, well, she's got a pen pal. She can be into Clank and have a pen pal. That's perfectly fine. Look, we're making up a fake ingredient. We're not doing it. Look. That's right. You quickly think of a fake ingredient name. I don't know. How about it was Eye of Newt? I know, sounds like some kind of witch's potion, but what can you do? Eye of Newt? Wow. Her eyes light up imagining such a thing, and you figure you've satisfied her curiosity and she'll move on. However, she immediately turns around and does some thumb typing on her phone that you can't quite see. That's not good. Before you can ask her to confirm that she was definitely not texting secrets to other people, you're interrupted. A wind rushes in. Cherry blossom petals fill the air. It's Colonel Sanders! He's arriving at school! Oh, he's got a horse. He's a horse. He's one of those horse people. Should we stand back and admire his majestic glory or run to him? How active are we? What's the strat? What's the strat? Look. Generally, I'm a stand back and admire. I wish I was the horse. Yep. Yeah. Generally, I'm the stand back and admire kind of guy, but I think we gotta stand back and admire the majestic glory. Look at the use of words, admire and majestic, both great ones. Yeah. Colonel Sanders' horse is truly a thing of beauty. Without ever acknowledging that he's being watched, he does a short horse dance before dismounting with a flourish. He then slaps the beautiful creature gently on its rear, sending it running free into the countryside. You're so struck by the sight of them that you lose the ability to speak coherently. Oh, I didn't realize anybody was watching. Don't worry, he knows his way home. You attempt to compliment Colonel Sanders, but the words don't come out exactly right. What a horseful beaut you have there! I mean, what a horseful beaut you have! Yikes. Being a good friend, Miriam attempts to cover for you. Oh, ParkerGtv just really gets nervous around people they like. True. Any trues in chat? What? This is not helping. I mean, they got food poisoning and we're up all night. It was gruesome. You should have seen it. True. Also true. She gives you a wink and a smile as if to say, situation handled. Yep, handled. And with that, Colonel Sanders disappears into the school, leaving you and Miriam to follow. Oh no! When you enter the classroom, you see your two rivals, Ashley and Van, are doing something bad. By the way they're hiding, it must be really bad. Miriam was a rough one right there. Like, counterfeiting recipes bad. Experimenting with restricted ingredients bad. Summoning a demon bad? You try and get a peek over Van's hulking shoulder. But he sees you coming. I just noticed that his hair was in the shape of a star. That's, interesting. That's an interesting choice. The star hair. Whoa there, little one. I'm not sure you're ready to handle this. Why don't you make like a bee and mind your own wax, honey? Oh, got him. Tell him to mind your own wax, honey. I like that. Alright, are we... or telling them to stop acting mature, or acting like we're not interested in them, but really try and get a closer look? Are we peeping, or are we talking? What's the... I'm more in the vein of talking, telling them to act less immature, I guess. I'm not a big fan of either of these choices. What do we think? Yeah, I don't think we're peeping. Yeah, I don't think, yeah, we're not interested. Micah does love peeping. Yikes. Alright, we're the topic immature. You immediately dress the rivals down for their immature behavior. Culinary school is to be respected. This kind of nonsense is a waste of everyone's time. Now you've upset them. Oh, and you're the emperor of cooking, aren't you? You make the rules. I'm not sure you know a good meal if it ain't you. Oh, got him. Being the best chef in the world takes more than just culinary skills. It takes creativity. It takes panache. And it doesn't hurt to use a little evil. You finally get a good look at what they were hiding. You recognize it instantly. It's a book, just like the one you found after your encounter with the spork monster. That's the same book I found last night in the quad. Ashley immediately elbows Van, who hides the book behind his back. I don't know what you're talking about. That book is a family heirloom, and its contents are secret. You notice that they haven't just been studying the book. They've got Pop pinned to the wall, and they're tossing potato skins at him as he tries to catch them in his mouth. Alright, that's pretty sick, though. We're playing! Hee. Before you can dig any further, you're interrupted by the arrival of more students. It's almost time for class. Beep. Clank must be running late. He's in such a hurry that he rolls right over Van's meaty foot. Another sick play by Clank. Clank's the sickest character. Let's go. Hey, watch it, you bucket of bolts. Did you see his tears? Did you see the sad... Oh, no. You watch how they talk to him. He didn't do anything. Womp, always mad. Who do you think you're talking to? I've never heard such language. Not even from a stand mixer. Womp. No, your mother was a stand mixer. We're bzzz. Van jumps to attack Clank, but Clank shocks Van, sending him flying across the room. Protect me, Colonel Sanders. These crazed men are about to come to blows. I think it must be over me, but I'm not interested in either of them. Ashley's tone has completely changed in an instant. She bats her eyelashes at Colonel Sanders. Surely he must know this is a ruse, right? Gentlemen, get a hold of yourselves. Save it for the arena, at least. Or don't. Honestly, why do I care? I got lofty career aspirations to focus on. Maybe I can help you with your business plan. Just then, Sprinkles arrives to signal the true start of the class day. He's panting, which doesn't seem that abnormal. He's a professor, but he's also a dog. Students, please take your seats. That was the voice. I found the voice again. I apologize for my late arrival. I spent the morning chasing a car all over town, and my legs are very, very tired. But I'm here now, and I hope you're ready to learn. Rub his furry dog belly. He loves it. After he catches his breath, Sprinkles regains control of the classroom. Without further ado, we'll review the global history of my favorite fowl, the chicken. Dude, I like chicken. You want to pay attention to the lesson. Truly, you do. Which is why in 1776, at the signing of the Declaration of Independence, it was a chicken who first signed their name. But you can't help but daydream about Colonel Sanders, and you miss most of the important parts. When you come to, Sprinkles is holding a tray of food in front of you. Well, ParkerGtv. Naturally, this appears to you to be a simple platter. Which item do you want to sample? Oh, what do we sample? We've got hydration. Hydration, boys. We've got a pepper, and we've got a dog biscuit. Oh, no. I don't know, guys. I don't think it's ever the pepper. Is it water, or is it the dog biscuit? I'm in need of assistance from the chat. Chat, please. You're my only hope. Alright. Dog? Is it the dog biscuit? I think the dog biscuit might be right. There's no way it's the shimmering pepper. The shimmering peppers, we're not answering that. Is it the glass of water, or is it the dog biscuit? Are we running out the dog biscuit? I'm having to have some water myself. My voice is a little bit parched after this. Spicy boy? You really think it's the shimmering pepper? There's no way. Yeah, I think we're going with dog biscuit. It's got to be this dog biscuit. He's a dog. Look at him. Because of the shape it's baked in, you assume the dog biscuit is a treat made by Sprinkles. An example of his own culinary talents, perhaps. You reach out for it when Sprinkles jump up and bites onto your cooking apron. What kind of monster would steal a dog's favorite biscuit? Oh no! Your apron is left in tatters. The entire class looks on in horror as you fall unconscious from the embarrassment. I never even got to taste it. Oh no! Oh no! You fade into darkness, but something is there. The Spork monster. Borko, what are you doing here? It's not your time, my friend. Your act of kindness has not been forgotten. You watch as your apron magically repairs itself. You won't have to live in embarrassment anymore. Thank you, my friend, wherever you are. What item do we sample? Do we sample the water or the pepper? Alright, we've got some people voting for pepper in the chat, but, is our second choice pepper? Look, there was one vote for pepper so far. I guess it's gotta be pepper. A brightly colored pepper stands out from the other items. It sparkles in a most eye-catching way, so naturally you reach it, grab it, and eat it right away. Your body's not prepared for the heat! Oh no! The pepper has entered a spice hallucination! It feels like forever as you trip through the universe! Oh no! Oh, my friend! Ooh. This guy again? I'm here to give you an important message! You must avenge my death and fulfill your destiny! All you must do is... I was saying to fulfill your destiny, all you must... Oh, sorry, I've got some spice in my throat. It's fine, I'll work through... to fulfill... You feel yourself begin to regain consciousness. Oh man! You come to and find everyone is staring at you. That pepper was the last of its kind on Earth, and now it's gone forever! Oh no! Oh, we missed it twice, boys. We all make mistakes. I'm sure he'll forgive you someday. Come on, it's time for lunch. It was the water, boys. It was the water. Before anyone could relax, the cafeteria lights dim, and your rivals enter to make a dramatic announcement. Today's lunch will be prepared via competitive cook-off timed round. The level of theatrics with these two is off the charts. Are we taking them on, or are they gonna have to stop wasting everyone's time? Can we, is it time to battle? What do we think, chat? What do we think? What's the call? We can't just let him get away with this, right? We've got to stand up. We just failed the choose water challenge. We just didn't hydrate. And now, we've got to make the run back. Yeah, we got to take him on. A bit of lunchtime competition, eh? Count me in. If I have to wipe the tables with you fools before I set my lunch down on it, then so be it. I'm not the fool. You're the fool. Fool. Oh, he got us. Good one, Van. I like your gumption, ParkerGtv. I'll be watching your performance. Oh, the pressure's on. Just as things reach a boiling point, Sprinkle steps in. Surely he'll put a stop to this madness. Now, students, please settle down. This is a lunchroom. This is a lunchroom. This is a rushroom. This is a rushroom. Not a sporting court. Oh, hey, Gilbert Gaming. Excellent to see you here, too. Finally, a little sense. You breathe a sigh of relief. At least not until we turn on the timer. The timer. Just then a huge light flashed you in the face, flashing the words, timer ready. Oh, timer ready, boys. That's what I'm talking about. Ahoo! I stand corrected. The hard way builds a solid foundation of confidence that cannot be swept away. And that's an original quote by me, in case anybody was wondering. I hope its message lifts you to victory. Like a diamond, I was formed under pressure, and now is my chance to shine. I will defeat you myself. You had his chicken, and you made mashed potatoes and gravy on day one, and you're feeling like you can really impress him again here. It's time to boil some water for the potatoes. Think fast. If the timer runs down, you'll be forced to pick randomly. What temperature do we boil at? Water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. Alright, when would you have gotten to school without knowing that? Okay. Winter gets to rub my furry belly. Let that enticing motivation offer motivate you. I'm so bad at cooking. This is actually going to be a bad choice. Oh no, okay. You're going to need this season this kitchen before you cook it. You don't know Colonel's recipe exactly, but you have an idea. How many herbs and spices did he say you used? It's 11. 11 herbs and spices. 11. That's right. You might not know all the ingredients yet, but at least you're headed in the right direction. Okay. Tail wagging intensifies. Waggle, waggle, waggle. Alright, now that you've got some basic steps going, it's time to elevate your craft. What state of mind offers the most flavor? Is it trust or gratitude? Is it, gratitude? That's right. Oh, you must never take this opportunity for granted if you ever hope to succeed. Your classmates are rooting for you, but Ashley's simply stronger and faster. You've got to pick up the pace. When you were a child, your father told you never to forget where you came from. Every day you meditate on his advice and draw energy from that place. Now would be a great time of energy. Where does it come from? A small town where dreams are born. That's right. That's your shot. You're not going to miss it. Okay. Alright, you try to shut out the noise of the arena to focus on your cooking. Alright, this is intense. What is the sound of success? Is it sizzling? It's got to be sizzling, right? Sizzling. Oh no, no, it wasn't sizzling. Don't make me get the spray bottle. Oh, next question. You notice Colonel Sanders out of the corner of your eye. I believe in you, ParkerGtv. He's actually cheering you on, which would be awesome. Except he's watching you, makes you totally forget what you were doing. Oh no! Now you can think about his Colonel Sanders. Look at his horse. How many spoonsful of gravy would it? What were we getting? Oh no! Grrr. You said it with one cookbook. Which do you take? What a huck! I know, right? You know what? Should you be focused on? We're falling behind. I forgot the question. Oh no! Oh no! It's falling apart. It's falling apart, chat. Oh no! Woof, woof. You're really struggling to keep up. At the next station over, Ashley's already begun plating elements of her dish. It's colorful and complex. To make up time, you toss your biscuit dough into the stand mixer. As you do, the crowd gasps. Yikes! Yikes! Zipped. Can we get a yikes in the chat? Yikes. That's a yikes for me. Alright. I know you love nothing more than seeing a fellow pilots utilize a kitchen battle, but sometimes that means sacrificing the personal touch. You might not have any hands, but ParkerGtv does. I've got 2 hands. And a good chef needs to be touching the dough to know when it's properly mixed. There's an easy way and a hard way. You don't get far by going the easy way. When you hear everyone talking, you realize how serious your error was. You immediately shove your hand into the mixture to rescue your dough before it's overmixed. Oh no! ParkerGtv, no! But you're not fast enough and your hand gets stuck. It's immediately crushed by the squinting fingers. There's no ways you can use the hand for the rest of the match. Colonel Sanders shakes his head in shame. Oh no, it's all falling. When I missed that question, that was it. It was the one bad question. What you often find is that the easy way can turn out much, much more difficult. Everyone, stop what you're doing right now. The battle is over. It can't be. I was so close to finishing my dish. Sweetheart, look at your hand. Sweetheart, look at your hand. You simply can't go on. Aw, that's too bad. Did I win? And here I am with a completed dish, ready to serve. Surely that makes me the winner by default. No. It wouldn't be fair to compare the two, on account of ParkerGtv's injury. You see Sprinkles begin to lick his doggy chops as he locks onto the dish. But I suppose I should tell you, at least tell us what you prepared. Well, because I'm the sweetest, I should get straight to dessert. Yeah, Sebastian chat for our chances at everything this game. Under this white chocolate dome, you'll find a wide array of delights, taking you upon a journey of flavor that tastes good and tells a story of excellence. I was going to ask ParkerGtv to do the honor, but since you're injured, I'm afraid pouring this cream of delicate hot chocolate sauce might be too difficult. Colonel Sanders, if you wouldn't mind lending me your strong, steady hands. Colonel Sanders pours the hot chocolate sauce on top of the dome, causing it to melt away, revealing the ingredients hidden within. Inside, you'll find a delicate fried cheese croquette, atop a slice of honeycomb, ice cream, 2 ways, tendered nugget, and pearls of blueberry gelée. Colonel Sanders seems intrigued, but perhaps not impressed as he dips his finger into the chocolate sauce. Simplicity isn't your strong suit, is it, Ashley? On you! As he places the sauce-covered finger in his lips, Ashley leans over and whispers something into his ear. A dab of sauce sticks to his mustache. What are we doing? Do we need to give him the way? Are we concealing and don't feeling, or are we putting ourselves between? All right, what are we doing? Are we pulling a Frozen, or are we putting ourselves between? We got to get in the way, right? We can't just let him. We just can't let this happen, right? Look at how terrible this person's name is. Look at how this person's name is spelled. Yeah, we've got to feel. You reach out with your apron to wipe the sauce off his glistening face. Colonel Sanders recoils and brushes you back. Oh no! The goatee isn't just a fashion statement, it's also functional. I was saving that flavor for later. Game over! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no, we game over. Where's it? Run's dead. Run's dead. Oh no. We lost. Oh, Peppa hands. Peppa hands. Peppa hands, boys. Peppa hands. Oh no. Alright, are we trying again? We've got to try again. We're finishing the stream. Alright, we're running it back. Where's it starting us? Where does it start us? How far does it put us back? Is it restarting the whole game? Guys. Wait, what? Before anyone can relax in the live stream, and you're... Oh, okay, we're back here. Alright. Okay, before we start, what do we think the sound of success is? Is it silence, or is it bubbling? That was the only one I missed. The only one we missed was what is the sound of success? I didn't have enough time to ask chat. Do we think this... Is it silence? It's gotta be silence, right? I really thought it was sizzling, because, like, chicken sizzles on a plate, right? Like, It seemed like the best answer, but okay. Today's lunch will be prepared. Okay, we're gonna skip through. You're on. We're taking him on. All right. Just as things reach a boiling point, he'll put a stop to it. No, he's gonna make us fight. This is the timer. All right, here we go. I think sizzling was the best answer. The hard way builds solidly a foundation of confidence that cannot be swept away, and that's an original quote by me. Like a diamond. I will. You had this. It's time to think fast. Okay, here we go. It's 100 degrees Celsius. That's right. All right. Let's go. All right, we've got an idea. It's 11 herbs and spices. Okay, we're on top of things. All right, let's go. Wagging. All right, elevate the craft. Gratitude. I felt like gratitude was a great choice when I first chose it. That was the hard one. That was a hard one, and I got it right. When you're a child, we go to a small town where dreams are born. No, this isn't a speed run. This is I just came over it, so we got the run back. That's right. This is your shot, and you're not going to miss it. Aroo! You try to shut out the noise of the arena and focus on your cooking. Silence is the sound. When they taste your cooking, they'll be so taken with it they'll be unable to speak. You notice Colonel Sanders out of the corner of your eye. I believe in you, ParkerGtv. He's actually cheering you on. Alright, now you think about is Colonel Sanders. Oh no, he's blowing us a kiss. Alright, we're on a desert island. What do we choose? We're on a gondola. What does that have to do with crafting spectacular fried chicken? Oh no. Woof, woof. You're really struggling to keep up. At this next station, she's already got stuff. Alright. Oh no, we put the thing into the thing again. Oh no, we made the same mistake. Our hand's donezo. Alright, when you hear everyone talking, you see how serious the error was. Colonel Sanders shakes his head in shame. You awfully found the easy way can be more difficult. The battle's over. It can't be. I was so close to finishing my dish. Sweetheart, look at your hand. You simply can't go on. That's too bad. Did I win? No, it wouldn't be fair to compare the two. Sprinkles began to lick his chops. But I suppose you show us what you prepared. It's dessert. There's chocolate. And there's a bunch of garbage. Colonel Sanders, help. There's fruit. Alright. Simplicity isn't your strong suit. Alright. Alright, we learned from last time. We have to conceal, don't feel. We didn't learn from Frozen. Listen, we thought about it last time and we decided to feel and try to put ourselves between. But the key strategy that we missed is we have to conceal, don't feel. Internalize the rage. Your rage burns so intensely within your eyes that they burst into flames. The flames cause your eyebrows to catch on fire and turn to ash, and they fall off your face, which means people will have a hard time understanding your emotions for the rest of the semester. Perhaps forever. Embarrassed and ashamed by your poor performance, not to mention your crispy, fried brow, you run for the quad to be alone. The beautiful weather feels like an insult. Inside of you, a storm rages. It's Colonel Sanders. He probably is going to tell you here that he and Ashley are in love and have decided to get married. And he won't even ask you to cater his wedding because you're a terrible chef and an awful person. You try to hide from him, but he approaches you directly. I know you're hurting right now. Not just from the devastating loss, but also from that run-in with the mixer and the small fire. We should get that checked out. I'm fine. Can't you just leave me alone? I'm a loser. I'm not fit to fill your fryer. I'll never be a master chef. Failure is a part of life, not just for you, but for all of us. Do you think I've never failed at nothing before? That's exactly what I think. Well, think again. I wasn't always the man you see before you. Enrolled in culinary school, incredibly handsome, successful, motivated. Well, handsome, sure, I was born this way. But I've walked other paths and arrived at dead ends. I was passionate about life, but I failed as an obstetrician. I was passionate about justice, but I failed as a lawyer. I was passionate about livestock, but I even failed as a mule handler. That was especially humiliating. Mules can be cruel. I lost my business partner to a gunfight. I didn't know. People see my delicate ribbon tie and my well-kept beard and assume that I've got it all together, which is true now, but it hasn't always been. Sounds like this guy could really use a hug. I resolved then that I was going to amount to something. No amounts of hours, labor, or money would deter me from giving the best I had to give. As Colonel Sanders changes focus, you can see something ignite inside of him. A burning passion. One has to remember that every failure can be a stepping stone to something better. My new dream is pure, is honest. It's something that a humble man in a crisp white suit can be proud of. I will create a new chain of chicken restaurants that will bring joy to the entire world and make up for my past misdeeds. Yay. Just as your moment grows intimate, you're interrupted by a threatening, shadowy presence. Battle scars from the night before, you prepare for the worst. It's the Spork Monster! It's the Spork Monster back! Borko?
It is I know, I said I wouldn't be back, and after the whole fight to the death thing, maybe you don't want to see me anymore, but I just wanted to say that I was wrong to attack you, and to apologize. I know what it's like not always having to look over your shoulder. Monster problems, am I right?
Hey guys, can you please stop bullying one of the mods in my channel? These mods are hard working. I appreciate the mods. Please do not bully the mods. Thank you. Aw, thanks, Borko. I'm glad there are no hard feelings. Getting jumped by a giant creature in the dark of night can really rile a person up. I want to apologize for the way I switched right into attack mode. I'm always in attack mode, though. You better watch out.
I know that you're strong, and cooking school can put a person under a lot of stress. I used to go to this school. I wasn't always a spork monster, you see.
I don't believe it. You were a human once?
Well, no. I was a golden retriever, but I was still a student. Until one day, some mean kids with a magic spellbook cast a dark enchantment on me, and I was forever transformed.
A magic spellbook?
Precisely. I procured a copy for myself, but somewhere along the way I've lost it. If you find such a book, please return it.
Respect it, rather.
You're a powerful chef, and you shouldn't rely on dark and evil magic. No, you should be protecting the innocent from those who would cheat them through sorcery and guile.
Yeah, I hate when people play guile in Street Fighter.
If you need me, don't feel. I will be there. Don't fear either. Don't feel, don't fear.
We've learned conceal, don't feel. Remember, if you ever try to seduce Colonel Sanders or go on a lovely date with him, conceal, don't feel. It sounds like there will be some bad cooks in the kitchen of life. ParkerGtv. Together, I'm sure we can defeat them. Come back to my hideaway and we can discuss. A personal invite. You can't imagine what Colonel Sanders' home must be like, but it sounds like you're about to find out. Oh, stepping inside Sanders' home, surrounded by his things, you start to feel a special bond with him. It looks like you live such an exciting life, Colonel Sanders. Every day can be an adventure if you approach it with the right attitude. Long ago, I made the decision to never stop searching, never stop working, never stop imagining. Have you been working on any new recipes of your own lately? I'm always excited to
talk about food with another ambitious chef.
Well, there is something. It's just a side dish, and I've been tinkering with, trying to find the right balance of flavors and textures. I'm not sure I've yelled it yet, but I'm close. Colonel Sanders' eyes perk up as he starts to wonder what dish you might be describing. It's meant to pair with something spicy or something crispy. Both, perhaps. Now you've got him right where you want him. Should you reveal your new creation to him, or keep it a secret just for you? What do we do? Are we playing mysterious, or are we telling him our secrets? What's the strat? What's the strat, chat? What do we do? I've been told in the past that you're supposed to be mysterious, but maybe revealing is the play. Oh, do we keep a secret and pull it out during the cooking competition? Micah's right. It's conceal, don't feel. we just learned this. We conceal things, we don't feel things. We conceal things, we don't feel things. We conceal things, we don't feel things. We keep it a secret. Actually, I've said too much. Please, forget I ever said anything. You can practically hear Colonel Sanders' heart beating in his chest. He tries to act demure, but his facade begins to crack. Facade begins to crack. I can appreciate a good secret, of course. In fact, I got many, nearly a dozen in my fried chicken recipe alone. But I would hope that you could learn to trust me with yours. Yeah, it's facade, I know. It's really terrible. Well, I suppose you did share a secret ingredient with me yesterday, so it'll only be fair. Colonel Sanders' face grows serious. Ah, yes, about that, you see. Yes, Colonel? I haven't been completely honest with you. The secret I told you was a fake. He lied to us. Oh no, the ingredient you shared with Miriam. It wasn't true. We lied to Miriam too. Hold on. You're angry with Colonel Sanders for lying, but the fact that you revealed his secret shows he was probably right. We didn't do it. What? No, that's not true. That's not true. We told her it was Ive Newt. You mean it wasn't really one of the 11 herbs and spices? You see, we had only just met, and I had to make sure you were trustworthy and capable of keeping my most important secret. To me, my recipes are priceless. Well, I have something to confess. The secret ingredient you told me, I didn't do it! I didn't do it! It's a lie! Is it because we game over it? Did they change it? Unfortunately, I already knew this. I was disappointed. But now that you come clean, we can start building our relationship as fellow chefs again. I promise to be honest from here on out. I do. Conceal, don't feel. Conceal, don't feel. I'm counting on you. And then in that case, I present to you my original coleslaw. The shredded cabbage dish glistens in the light of Colonel Sanders' Lux hideaway. Magnificent! Together, you chow down on the creamy slaw until just a spoonful remains in the bowl. Do you mind if I hold on to the last bite? I'd like to have it around so that I can admire its taste later and think back on this moment. You could offer to make him more, but he seems like a very sentimental kind of guy. Sure, why not? Please, make yourself comfortable. I'll be back in just a moment. You realize that now would be the perfect time to do some snooping. Around the room are various items you could look closer at. Each item seems to radiate memories and emotions. Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel. Alright, what do we look at? We gotta look at this chicken, first of all. You notice a very realistic stuffed chicken sitting on the corner table. When you pick it up, you realize it isn't just realistic, it's real. Taxidermy? Must have been important to Colonel Sanders while he was alive. A little note clipped to the chicken's foot reads, "The true state bird of the great state of Kentucky." Tap on an item to... Alright, what are we looking at? We gotta look at the scenery. You gaze out the window across the vast lake and the mountain range beyond. Just then the ghost of student pops up. Are you thinking about heading out in the world on a quest to avenge my death? Oh, sorry. Are you thinking about heading out in the world on a quest to avenge my death? Wait, what? I never even learned your name. Why would I avenge you? I could just tell you my name right now. It's... Can't you see I'm in the middle of something? You open the window a crack and ghost of student is swept out without a breeze. Whiskey this. A scented candle. You pick it up and try to identify the smell. Power tool. Freshly starched collar. Piece of wood floating in a lake. Summer of 69. No, it's one of the secret recipe ingredients. It's blank. It's redacted. Oh, no, it's redacted, guys. It's chicken. It was chicken. It was chicken flavored. Chicken.
Alright, about this urn. You took a closer look at the large urn standing on a nearby pedestal. There's a plaque on it. It's dusty, but when you wipe it off, you read the inscription. It says, "Here lie the ashes of all my past careers and business failures." Poor guy. Alright, let's look at these pics. This one. An adorable little baby boy crawls across the floor. From the goatee and the mustache combo he sports, you figure this must be Colonel Sanders. That, or maybe it's the drumstick he must be waving around like a rattle. Who frames a baby picture of just themselves? Probably the same person who would make their own face the logo of the company they founded. Am I right? Yeah. Alright, let's look at this camel. This photo appears to be Colonel Sanders, except he's an old man visiting the pyramids of Egypt. Maybe this is where he discovered one of his secret herbs and spices. One of those framed photos shows an old man who looks a bit like Colonel Sanders standing with a friend. They hold fried chicken drumsticks and appear to be cheersing them. That's not what they're doing in the picture. You look closely and see that there's a short inscription. I wonder who my friend Pete is. Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel. Alright, we gotta look at these last two things and then we're gonna look at the door, okay? A lock of silver hair is woven through the teeth of the comb. Upon further inspection, you realize the hair therein isn't just silver in color, it's made of spun silver. Alright. This must be where he keeps the secret recipe. You think for a moment. What number is important to Colonel Sanders? Then it dawns on you. As soon as you turn the tile to 111111, the safe opens. Inside it, you find a single note. Canned chicken be prepared sashimi style. Alright. All we've got left is this door. You open the door to Colonel Sanders' closet and find a row of his signature white suits hanging within. You take one off its hanger to try it on. It's a bit big for you, but it's soft and comfortable. You give yourself a deep hug, breathing in its scent. They say home is where the heart is. Is this what they meant? Before you look any further, you hear Colonel Sanders returning. He has a new dish that he's been working on, and he wants you to taste it. You try to act casual until he asks why you're wearing his jacket. Aww. I don't usually loan those out, but I must say, it does look good on you. Oh no, the jacket! This is a PG stream. Please try to refrain Colonel Sanders from saying such things. You forgot to take it off. Alright, is it our moment to take a big move? Is it that we're cold, or do we tell him the truth? do we make a move? Do we tell him the truth, or do we say we're cold? Look. Truth. We told him we tell him the truth. Big moves is a big play, but we also have been going with conceal don't feel, which would definitely be telling him he's cold. Oh, what do we do, guys? So tell him the truth is probably tell him that we were snooping on him, right? Are we going for the big move? We've got multiple people with big in all caps. All right, we're making a big moves. We're mogul moves, guys. Let's go. Whoa! This isn't that kind of game. Not that we blame you for trying, but still. Game over! Oh no, we game over it again. We game over it again. It's a disaster. F's in the chat, please. F's in the run's dead. Oh. Alright, run it back. Run it back. Is it gonna start us when we enter the it's probably when we enter his house, right? Oh no, we're all the way back here, we've gotta click through all of this! Oh no! What does this one do? Oh, it doesn't do anything! Oh no! We've gotta click through all of this! Oh no, it's the spork monster! Alright, it's an adventure, alright. Alright, what were we doing? We were keeping it a secret, right? Last time we kept it a secret, did we keep it a secret again? What could happen? We could game over again. Do we keep it a secret? Do we think we were right? I think we were right? Do we want the reveal? Do you think it'll have different dialogue if we reveal? I think we run it different, right? Alright, let's reveal it. You decide you're ready as you ever be to share your original cooking. You dive in head first. You reach into your lunch bag for a special dish you've been keeping on the ice all day. I present to you my original coleslaw. Magnificent.
Do you mind if I hold on? We skipped all of the intermediate dialogue. Excellent. Great move. Great move, chat. Great move. We skipped a whole bunch of clicking. Alright. Alright. Clicking. We might be able to... Can we just do the door? Oh, here's Colonel Sandals. It does look good on you. Oh, no, the jacket. We forgot to take it off. Alright, we tell him the truth, right? Alright, have a good night, Brat. Yeah, have a good evening. It's the truth, right? Do we tell him we called, or is it the truth? It's gotta be the truth, right? It's gotta be the truth. We're fessing up. You confess. I think I've developed feelings for you. I might be developing feelings for you too, but I'm concerned. I can't let anything get in the way of my dreams. Overwhelmed, you take off the jacket and run for the door. But the thought of leaving Colonel in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you pause. You stop yourself. Colonel? Yes, ParkerGtv. I honestly think this might be the beginning of something wonderful. I think you're right. We should take things slow. You talk late into the night and drift off into a slumber. Dream sequence. Bzzz. You awake to a beautiful morning in Colonel Sanders' hideaway. Do we sleep over? Did you make the right decision on how to respond to Colonel Sanders? Only time will truly tell. Oh no. Today is the day that could change the rest of your life. You think about the new secret ingredient you just learned about. Redacted chicken. In some jurisdictions, redacted chicken isn't even legal. But if the recipe is secret, how will they know? Your thoughts are interrupted when Colonel Sanders emerges into the room. He's holding a gorgeously plated breakfast, and your mouth waters at the sight of it. Here's a simple breakfast I just whipped up. It's meticulous. You taste Colonel Sanders' food, and it takes you on a journey. When you return, he's waiting to ask you an important question. So, would you say that we're the perfect match? How presumptuous. My cuisine and your taste buds, that is. Such confidence, such grace. Could he be the world's greatest gift to cookery? We're flattering him, right? It's got to be flattery here. We're not taking him down a peg. We're not ready for that. I don't think I can handle it. As the person who has to say the voices, we're giving him. We've got to butter him up like a biscuit. That's the only option. Flatter for the breakfast platter. That's what I thought. You know, I think we might make a great team. A single tear begins to pool in the corner of his eyes as he gazes out the window. And with the right business partner, I know I can't fail. Business partner? Could he be talking to you? It's all happening so quickly. Overcome with emotion and consumed by your feelings. Confused by your feelings. You're on the verge of tears. Unable to speak. The only answer you can find is to run out the door and get home. There's still one more day of school after all. The University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning, waits for no one. You get home and find something very surprising. Your best friend is there waiting for you. Where have you been? Because I had one heck of a night. I've been desperate to talk to you about it, but I couldn't find you. I got worried that something had happened to you. It's okay, but now that it turns out you're fine, I can finally get you to up to speed on the saga of Miriam. Sure, but you will not believe what happened to me after school yesterday. I went on a date. Oh, is it with Clank? I can believe that. Since I've been partnered up with Clank, he asked me to go out with him. Oh, Clank's a player. Let's go, Clank. Of course I told him, you better keep your dials turned to polite and respectful. I'm not that kind of girl. But he was just interested in spending some one-on-one time together and getting to know me. So I said, yeah, sure, I can get to know the little metallic guy. Long story short, he took me skydiving with his friends, but things quickly spiraled out of control. Did she just say skydiving as if that's the typical first date to go on with the talking pressure? Clearly your first date is that you FaceTime Barat and talk about your day. We all know this. And now I'm not really sure where we stand. You don't give Miriam time to tell her whole story, however. Bottling up the details of your own night is just too much to bear. And I went on a date too, back to Colonel Sanders' house, where I spent the night with him. You what? Nothing happened, but the emotional connection. Wowzers. Wowzers, dude. Wowzers. Can I get a wowzers in the chat? Miriam offers to support you no matter what you do. Together with your bestie, you feel like you can do anything. When you arrive at school, you encounter your rivals in the quad. You can tell from a distance that they're picking on Pop, though he himself might not grasp that fact. Because you know, he's Pop.
What's a swirly? It sounds delicious. Oh, that's great. I'll order you up one right away. I'll have my swirly with sprinkles, please. Sprinkles and a dog and a treat.
You can get your swirly dip too. Why don't you pick on someone your own size?
Because I'm literally the biggest person at the school.
There's that horse that Colonel Sanders rides to school. But who would dare pick on such a gentle and beautiful creature? Oh, she's saying there is that horse that she's as big as Van Van.
You've got some nerve, ParkerGtv, suggesting I pick on a defenseless horse.
Now you're twisting my words, and I won't have it. You clench your fist, but the injury from yesterday's mixer makes you wince with pain. Ugh.
Doesn't look like you can go on cooking like that. Might as well give up.
I'll never give up. Ever. Colonel Sanders arrives just as it appears things are close to boiling over. A naturally intuitive person, he cinches that something has been going on. Is everyone excited for the final day of school? ParkerGtv, how's that hand feeling? I'm sure you'll be back in fighting form by this afternoon. Aren't you concerned about my hands, Colonel? Yesterday I almost broke a nail winning so hard. Technically, I don't believe a winner was decided, but your presentation was quite impressive. What is he doing complimenting her? But what about the flavor of my delicate, warm, gooey chocolate sauce? It was clear that you're passionate about how your food is received. That's a lot of words to say. It was bland. Excuse me, ParkerGtv. I am more than capable of speaking for myself. Oh, we messed up there. Maybe you could tell me more of your thoughts as we walk to class, Colonel. I'm always interested in discussing the fine arts of fine foods. See you inside, ParkerGtv. Annoyed by Colonel Sanders' inability to see Ashley for who you know she really is, you walk across the quad to get some distance. In an attempt to distract yourself from how slighted you feel by that interaction with Ashley, you take out the spell book you recovered yesterday and start flipping through the pages. Oh no! Whoa, that's the book? It looks like bad news. It's just something I found lying around. It would appear some sort of grimoire. Grimoire. But I don't really believe in that magic stuff. Grimoire is one of those words I've only ever read. I actually have no idea how it's pronounced. A grimoire? Like a book of spells? I don't know. Who would spend so much time decorating a magic book if it weren't really powerful? I can think of one surefire way to find out. You open to a page covered with arcane warnings. Cast only in case of extreme emergency. It says around the edges of the page. I could use this spell here, and it says it will erase anyone I choose from all my memories. If I scrub out Colonel Sanders, it will help me focus better on the incoming final. Oh no, that's way too drastic. Couldn't you do something else? Like anything else? Not rooted in dark magic? Maybe tie a string around your finger. Maybe it's drastic, but desperate times call for desperate measures. You've got a memory erasing spell right in front of you, and a pretty good excuse to try it out. Okay, we're not casting the forbidden spell. There's no way, right? We're not. Alright. Type 1 for yeah, there's no way. We're not even having a vote. Yeah, we're not forgetting anything. You take your friend's advice and put the book away. It's almost time for class. Sprinkles is already in the room, waiting for students to arrive. He clears his voice to make a quick announcement. I want you all to know I feel something of a dog moment coming on, but I assure you it's nothing to be afraid of. His cute little nose scrunches up and begins to breathe quickly. Is he hungry? Or, do we wait to see what happens? I don't think he wants to eat homework, right? That's not real news. We gotta wait to see what happens, right? Chat, thoughts? Pause. Yeah, it's a pause. Lol. Alright, we gotta pause. Sprinkle stops in his tracks. He focuses in on the window. The room is deadly silent. When you follow his gaze, you see a tiny orange squirrel perched on the cherry tree outside. Sprinkles turns feral and runs to the window of the classroom. He begins barking uncontrollably at the squirrel outside. Terrence! I told you never to come back here, Terrence! I will destroy you, Terrence! Sprinkles is barking ferociously, drool flying off his face. The squirrel looks over, but he doesn't say anything back. You wonder, is that even a talking squirrel? Who named him Terrence?
You'd better not show your chubby cheeks around here ever again!
After Sprinkles is satisfied that his presence has been felt, not only by Terrence, but by any other squirrel in the hearing distance, he returns to his professorial tone. He would be friends with Mysterios.
I apologize for the outburst. This actually brings up an important point. Thank you, ParkerGtv, for reminding me to dole out this indispensable bit of wisdom. You see.
But before he can go any further, Miriam's love drama spills over into the class. Sprinkles is interrupted by Whirl and sparks coming from the back of the room. Oh no, is Clank okay? Clank? I told you to save it for after class.
Oh, look how sad Clank is. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no, Clank. You think I wanted to be thrown for a plane, strapped to a stranger? Miriam and Clank appear to be arguing, but you still haven't learned how to speak Clank's language of mechanical noises. Whirr. But no, you had to show off your cool kid friends Jeff and Joan, J and J forever. Watch us form a triangle in midair as we descend. Triangles are the strongest shape. Those two triangles are the strongest shape. That's true. That's true. Thanks Clank for the knowledge. Yeah, well, that doesn't make it a great date. It does sound like a great date if you learned about triangles and how they're the strongest shape. Then take Jeff and Joan with you. You can hold the hands as you pedal down the mountain or off a cliff for all I care. Clank begins to shudder. Steam pours out of the gaps in his panels, and then a loud ding stops him in his tracks. Beep. Bzzzt. Oh no, Clank! No amount of seasoning is going to make me want to eat that, Clank. Clank burps out a completely deep-fried sneaker. Considering he himself has wheels, not feet, it's not entirely clear where it came from. In terms of deep-fried footwear, I guess it looks okay. Clank slowly rolls out of the room to be alone with his shoe. Everyone tries to pretend they didn't see that thing go down. F's in chat for Clank, boys. Oh no, Clank! Nothing like a loud public breakup to cast a pall over the final day of school.
Well, that was unfortunate. But we mustn't be distracted from what lies ahead. The final competition showdown exam challenge. I'm still working on the title, but I think you get it. Test time approaches. See you all in the arena.
But before you can think about your upcoming competition, there's a very beautiful soul nearby in need of a pep talk. Hey, Miriam, are you okay? Okay? I'm so mad I could smush a tiny mug, spilling several droplets of hot cocoa all over the floor. How could he embarrass me in class like that, in front of everyone? Her tiny cocoa is a delicious treasure, so you know this breakup is no joke, even if the source of her frustration is such a silly boy. Don't you dare call Clank a silly boy, dude. Clank is dank. I know you know this, but I'm going to say it out loud. You don't need anyone, but Clank's too good for you. Me and you, we're going to cruise through this final test and hit the carpool lane to Success City, but Clank's going to be even more successful in his future life. Miriam brightens up, imagining the wind rushing through her short bangs, but she hesitates to embrace the feeling all the way. You're not going to saddle up on Colonel Sanders' stallion and ride off into the sunset without me? Of course not. Well, I mean, I guess, yeah, maybe, but there's a pony out there with your name on it, and a ranch big enough for both of us, and whoever else we want to bring along. If it's not Pop or Clank, it should probably be Clank. So what? You're a special person who shouldn't settle for the first someone to show a little interest anyhow, and maybe Clank shouldn't settle for you. Miriam gives you a big hug and wipes the tears from her cheeks. Yep, she wiped the tears from her cheeks. That's exactly what I said, and I'm sticking with it. I should really review my menu for the day. I'm going to make a very special soup. And I bet that Professor Dog is gonna love it. While you were pep talking to Miriam, you completely missed lunch, but that's okay, because you have a better idea how to spend time before your exam. You decided to head to the arena early to practice a dish. This is it. The locale of your final challenge. A test of will, a test of courage, a test of talent, and a chance to beat the pants off of Van the supposed man, and his evil counterpart, Ashley. As planned, you begin to run through a quick test of the recipe you've been working on. ParkerGtv's famous chicken pot pie. That's right, we're bringing out the big guns. ParkerGtv's famous chicken pot pie. After practicing for months, making this dish comes second nature to you, and you're able to quickly get a fresh pot pie into the oven. But as soon as you do, your cram session is interrupted by Colonel Sanders. ParkerGtv, what are you doing here? There's still time before the final exam. Oh, just taking it all in. I'm big into visualizing success. I look at my station and picturing victory. The pot pie has begun to bake, and the smell is slowly filling the space around you. Visualizing, huh? That's too bad. I was hoping you were here cooking something delicious. You'd usually happily share your food with anyone who's hungry, but the last time you let Colonel Sanders get in your head, it cost you a cook-off. You decide it's time to put your cooking above your romantic desires, but that decision gets hard to stick with when the oven timer goes off behind you. What are we doing? Are we fessing up about this dish, or are we ignoring it like there's no sound at all? What are we doing? Are we concealing no feeling, or are we telling him the truth? Are we truthers now? What's the strat? What do we do? What do we do? What is our, I need the input. I think we fess up. I think it's time to fess up. We're in a more truthful vein now. We're ready. We're ready to fess up. Okay, you got me. I'm doing a little bit more than visualizing. I know. My nose can smell a pot pie from 400 yards. That's an oddly specific distance, but you'd expect nothing less from such an oddly specific man. You knew it was a pot pie just from the smell? Not just a pot pie, but a chicken pot pie with an all butter crust. And my nose is telling me something else. Oh no, is it burning? Nah, I can smell it was made with a heaping helping of TLC. But it'll probably start burning any second if you don't pull it out. The moment of truth. Wow. Wow. That's the best pot pie I've ever tasted. I've always loved country cooking, and I could eat this up all day long. There's no time left. The final showdown is about to begin. Sprinkles lays down the ground rules.
There are no rules! That is, except to cook with everything you've got.
You step up for the cook-off of a lifetime. You decide that mac and cheese, plus the pot pie you've been practicing, are just the dishes that will push you over the edge to victory. Meanwhile, both Van Van and Ashley are preparing wildly elaborate dishes. Wildly elaborate dishes, per their usual over-the-top selves. Miriam has her giant magnifying glass and several sets of tweezers. She's definitely prepared to go big, going small. Colonel Sanders seems to be harnessing his 11 herbs and spices, but he's trying to find a way to improve on something perfect. His original recipe, fried chicken. The intensity in the room starts at a full 10 out of 10, with a frenzy of action. Everyone is calling out really cool special cooking moves as they prepare their food. Wow, this is getting serious. Colonel Sanders batters his chicken as it levitates through the air. Egg! Wash! Miriam firstly injects ingredients into an itty-bitty pot of broth. Best friend batter blaster! Van Van flexes his pectorals as he chops open a sea urchin. Let's rock and roll! Ashley scoops her pastries off the tray with lightning speed. Shallow personality spatula! Even Clank gets in on it. $5 pressure cooking technique. Wait, when did Clank learn to speak English? He's even more powerful. It's the singularity, as was foretold.
We mustn't let it happen, or the appliance uprising will take us all.
Self-destruct. Van Van quickly unplugs Clank and rolls him out the back door of the arena. As you frantically prepare your dish, you notice Ashley has her spellbook out. Is she really going to use some dark magic to turn the tide? You've got a spellbook of your own, and you're desperate not to see her win another battle. Should you take this opportunity to fight magic with magic, even if it's almost certainly evil magic? What do we do, guys? We've got to do it the hard way. Remember what Colonel Sanders says. Sometimes you got to choose between the easy way and the hard way. And the easy way is even harder than the hard way, and then we game over. Integrity is key. Integrity is definitely key. We cook with gratitude. Do it the hard way. Who needs magic when you've got passion? I'm going to do it the hard way. Colonel Sanders sees that you've chosen to win on your own terms and gives you a subtle wink from across the room. I believe in you, ParkerGtv. Miriam notices too. And I have always believed in you, ParkerGtv, since we were little kids, because I'm your best friend forever. You turn to notice that Miriam is at your station, cheering for you. Miriam, what about your dish? If you're here cheering, who's cooking? Tiny food, short cook time. I'm actually already done, so I thought I'd help you. Oh, that's sweet, but Miriam tosses a handful of spices directly into your boiling noodles. It's the secret ingredient! However, she doesn't know that you lied and the ingredient was made up. And where in the world does she get I have noob from? Oh no! The boiling pot explodes, sending Miriam flying backwards. The watery noodles swirl to the air, bubbling up into a dark cloud that thickens and congeals before your very eyes. Oh no.
It is I, Steve, the spork monster.
Steve? Wait, what happened to Borko? You're not here to battle me, are you?
We spork monsters are many. I think Borko had the day off. But you have conjured Steve, and I hate to battle, so I say you're doing alright. Oh, hey, you're in the middle of a cooking competition. I love cooking competitions. It's better than TV. You crazy kids and your culinary skills impress me. Mind if I hang out?
I'm sorry, Steve, but I'm kind of in the middle of something. Do you mind? Steve the Spork Monster notices that you've got the grim wire stashed beneath your cooking station.
I see what you're up to. Crisscross some magical items and accidentally summoned me, huh?
Yeah, you got it. You got us. It was a prank. If you're here, do you mind tossing some fresh noodles in the pot of salted water?
I'd love to. I've always wanted to be a top chef, actually. You know, when I was just a little spork pup, back in the old country.
You can feel a spork monster winding up to tell a very long and involved story. You don't know exactly where they came from, but it seems like it was probably very lonely there. Actually, you know what? Maybe you should watch from the stands. I really need to focus on this competition.
I understand. It's kind of like that time in monster school that I had fallen asleep during scare tactics class, and when I woke up,
you toss a serious stare at Steve, and he takes the hint.
Never mind, I'll tell you later. Good luck.
Having suffered this huge setback, you don't know how you could ever win.
Alright. We're not dropping out now. We're in too deep. We never give up. We have the power to go through with not only our dreams and goals, but also to finish culinary school. We're not dropping out now. I can do this. I have what it takes. I came here to win.
Your hair turns mac and cheese orange as culinary energy flows through your body.
My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for. Yes, ParkerGtv, you are the chosen one. You will avenge me.
The power you've been summoning immediately fades back out. You interrupted my inspiring monologue.
Sorry.
My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for this moment. I will show the world my cookery. You begin to levitate off the ground. Energy courses through your body. You know that with this power, you can do anything. Except turn back time, which would be super useful, because while you were powering up, your chicken pot pie overcooked in the oven and can't be served. Oh no! But don't worry, dear ParkerGtv. You may have suffered some setbacks, but all is not lost. Impressed with your fortitude, Colonel Sanders decides you have earned his support. I've been watching you today, and I must say, I'm truly impressed. You've been thinking on your feet and rolling with the punches. He steps up to your station and stands right beside you. I'm here to help. All you've managed to do to make is mac and cheese, and time is almost up, so you're going to need it. But Colonel Sanders, what about the test? What will happen to you? What about the rules? Following the rules has never been my thing. I follow my heart. What a guy. Colonel Sanders unfolds a delicate white towel to reveal the most delicious fried chicken tenders you've ever laid eyes on. And besides, sometimes unexpected combinations can have surprising effects that surpass their individual efforts. Are you suggesting, if we combine forces, we can form the perfect food union?
Time's up, students.
With time expired, it's the moment everyone has been waiting for.
You must now prepare to present your dishes.
A handful of students stand tall, but the class seems incomplete.
It seems we're missing some students. Pop, clink.
From offspring, you hear a pure and innocent giggle that can only come from one student.
Hee hee hee, I'm flying!
It sounds like it's coming from that broom closet over there.
Miriam, would you mind?
Inside the closet, you see Pop hanging on a broom hook by the elastic. Oh no, Pop!
Pop, get down from there, right now!
Let me guess, did Van have something to do with this?
When someone asks for a wedgie, who am I to refuse? I thought a wedgie was a salad. It looks like Pop is eliminated from the challenge, seeing how he didn't cook anything. I can't feel my legs. May I be excused? Sure. You kids and your pranks. I must say, it's not the worst prank in UCSLA history, but it's not exactly yearbook material. Wait a second. Pranks. Clank, where did that pressure cooker roll off to?
You hear a signature whir, beep, or
other onomatopoeia, but you don't hear any. Somehow he must have gotten unplugged, I guess. We'll have to figure that out later. That leaves only 4 remaining students. Please collect your final projects. It's been a long semester.
Wow, 3 whole days long.
But after days of hard work, the time has finally come for me to eat. Miriam, please step forward. Now describe your dish.
I've made tender udon noodles in a savory soup.
My word, it's so delicate. Is that a teeny tiny Naruto maki I spy afloat in its itsy bitsy bowl?
Yes, chef.
Please, call me Sprinkles. Chef is my father's name.
Yes, Sprinkles, and some green tea made from baby tea leaves I picked myself. Sprinkles carefully sniffs around the dish before opening his mouth and letting just the tip of his dog pink tongue dip into the bowl.
Sublime! Would anyone else like a taste? Oh, come on, I'm not one of those dogs who doesn't floss. I even have a really cute electric toothbrush for dogs. Fine, I'll enjoy it all myself.
And in a flash, the entire meal has been devoured. Not that it took much. It was less than a thimble's worth of soup.
A+. Rarely do I taste a dish with as much love poured into it as yours.
Miriam is overjoyed. She gives you a big hug. Thank you, ParkerGtv, for helping me to believe in myself.
Van, you're up. Now, describe your dish. I made udi over smooth egg custard and an axiom urchin skull topped with caviar. Did you skewer one type of urchin with spines from a second different colored type of urchin? Yes, Sprinkles. A bit much, don't you think? That's exactly why I did it. A bit much is my brand. Doesn't it look cool?
Sprinkles leans in to sniff the uni, but he can't get his nose close on account of all the spikes. He begins to paw at it erratically, causing the custard to slosh around.
Woof, woof. Please be gentle with my cuisine.
Finally, Sprinkles goes all in, tongue first, but he can't get past all the needles. He reels back as his tongue is poked and prodded. Oh no, Sprinkles, your tongue.
Ouch, my tongue.
The professor appears to be having an allergic reaction to the sting.
I can't eat this. It keeps poking my tongue.
Disqualified. A stunning turn of events. Who would have thought that serving food in a bowl made of needles could make it difficult to eat? Dejected, Van does not go gentle into the night.
Disqualified for glamour?
Don't discount simplicity.
This isn't the last you've heard of me.
Before forcing us to endure his swollen tongue for another moment, Sprinkles graciously laps up a bowl of milk.
I know. I'm a dog and I drink milk. Get over it. Sometimes it helps to calm my agitated tongue. Next student. Ashley, it's time to step up. Now, describe your dish.
I made orange blossom Turkish delight in a light rosewater syrup, topped with French meringue, and connected by sugar glass.
That doesn't actually sound too bad.
Indeed, it's quite delightful. However, I'd ask you please refrain from eating it or attempting to taste it in any way. It's very fragile and meant to be a display piece. Don't eat the food at a cooking school? Got toast in your ears or something, ParkerGtv? I told you, it's a display piece.
Ashley, I must say, it is beautiful. However, this is a cooking competition at a cooking school.
Yeah, which is why I cooked it, and did an extremely good job cooking it too. I didn't realize that we were having an eating exam. If I wanted to be judged on eating, I'd go to the College of Eating, School for the Hungry. I suppose you could smell it if you absolutely insisted, but don't breathe too hard. You might disrupt the sugar spiral.
If the food cannot be eaten, it cannot be judged. You are disqualified.
Rage overtakes Ashley, and she cannot keep her two-faced routine up. You wouldn't know high-end cuisine if it cooked you! And with that, Ashley storms off to rededicate herself to being the best, but this time without being shackled by trying to be fake nice and liked by everyone. This isn't the last you've heard of me, either.
If this class gets much smaller, I'll be teaching myself.
You and Colonel Sanders, the final cooks, step up together.
2 chefs?
What began as a bowl of delicious mac and cheese has become something else. He examines it closely, sniffing and eyeing the bowl. Uh-oh, I don't have a good feeling about this. From somewhere in the room, a literal drum roll plays.
Just when I thought I'd seen everything in this kitchen, you give me this thing, and completely blow me away. In my 49 years of dog life, I've never tasted anything so delicious and perfectly balanced.
It's so delicious, in fact, that everyone passes the class. You pass, and you pass, and you pass, and you get a pass. Everyone gathers around and partakes of the mac and cheese bowl. They all seem to transcend this reality into another dimension. You win! Together, you and Colonel Sanders have made a new menu item. The new menu item is so impressive that even the Van and Ashley are drawn back in by its magnetic fragrance. When they gaze upon your mac and cheese bowl, they admit you are indeed an excellent chef. Sprinkles declares that you have passed. Everyone has passed. There are supposed to be more battles, but come on, how could they do better than this one? Now that the school year is complete and everyone has graduated, the students return for one last assignment to get their groove on. The cafeteria has been completely redecorated in order to serve as the site of the school's graduation dance. Compared to the massive high-tech cooking arena, the humble decor seems downright cute and cozy. DJ Dog in the house! Oh! You knew that Sprinkles was a master chef, but he's also a world-renowned turntablist. Who says you couldn't teach an old dog new tricks? Van and Ashley tell everyone they've committed themselves to righting the wrongs they did while they were the villains. For a moment, you actually believe them. Not another haunting. No ghosts around at graduation. It's clearly written in the school's bylaws. I was never actually a ghost. It was all a trick to get you all to actually notice me. Ah, amusing. And now that everyone is together, it's the Spork Monster. He's totally mellowed out. Hey everybody, it's the Spork Monster. He's no more. I prefer that everybody calls me by my new name, the Party Monster. Student tries to figure out what he had to say, but everyone's too wrapped up talking to Spork. Sorry, Party Monster. Dejected, student walks off. Maybe things didn't work out for Miriam romantically, but she found the love in her cooking, and you know she's gonna do great. A red carpet rolls across the floor of the ballroom. It's like a Hollywood movie premiere. Who could command such an entrance? It's Pop. He arrived late to the dance, but apparently for good reason. Walking the carpet, you see a perch atop his dirty chef's hat. A crown? Welcome back, Pop. I know you weren't able to complete the final exam and accept your diploma, so we had it mailed directly to your father. We figured it was the least we could do for the school's dean. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. He's the dean's son. Yeah, And now we get a new wing on the school, not to mention the honor of educating the son of Chancellor of Sushenland. Such and such. The music at the dance is interrupted by the sound of sparking and electric hissing. It's Clank, who's arrived late to the dance. Now that I have graduated, I can reveal my truth. Whoa, he's still doing the talking thing. I am Clank, and I am not of this earth. I am actually from a faraway planet in another dimension. What? What? I actually feel like I knew that the whole time. Now that I have learned the ways of your kind, I must return. Miriam, will you come with me? I don't know what to say. Besides, no. Obviously no. I have just begun to learn who I really am. This isn't the time for me to devote my life to figuring out who you are, Clank. You're blown away by Miriam's maturity. It's pretty clear she has managed to surpass you in that regard. I understand. Kind of. Humans are weird. Who wouldn't want to hang out with Clank? Clank is dank. A portal opens up and Clank disappears through it. Finally, Colonel Sanders arrives. Howdy, classmates. Oh, look at this new outfit. He saws a red pen. Just like the first day you met him, he has come prepared to feed the entire class. However, it's not enough just to give them a bucket of chicken. This time it's a full meal. I didn't get to be the most famous chicken man in the history of chicken and man by not reminding people to go out and buy my chicken. The end? No, it's not the end. As everyone feasts on their delicious chicken dinner, Colonel Sanders finds you sitting at the edge of the dance floor. ParkerGtv, what are you doing, sitting all alone? Oh, you know, just waiting for the right person to ask me to dance. I wonder, might you tell me, what are the qualities that you would expect to find in such a lucky person? Off the top of my head, oh, I don't know. A spicy musk, a tidy goatee, and a degree from the University Cooking School, Academy for Learning, just to name a few. It truly is my lucky day. Would you dance with me? Yes, I would love to. As you glide across the dance floor, hand in hand with Colonel Sanders, the future stretches out in front of you. And once my 100th franchise is up and running, I'll be ready to take a day off, and I'll be glad to spend it together with you, ParkerGtv. How sweet. We'll work together and play together.
Colonel Sanders stops dead in his tracks. Work together? Well, I think this is something I need to do just by myself. But who will help you run your restaurants? I don't believe I need help. Besides, based on your time here at school, do you really think running restaurants is the best path forward? Could it be you found a love connection, but failed to earn Colonel Sanders' respect as a chef? Can you live with only half of him? Will you be able to endure sharing him with his other life, the life of an entrepreneur? I suppose I could enroll at pastry school. Oh my dear ParkerGtv, I'm sure you'll find your place eventually. And along the way, you'll have me by your side. The end. There we have it. There we have it, guys. I love Colonel Sanders. A finger looking good. Man, what a game. What a game. Alright, speedrun win. I don't know. I don't know if we're speedrunning this game. We'll have to see. I'll have to see how competitive the speedrunning board is. Alright. High tier stream. No true ending, yeah. I don't know. Alright. Well, thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed I Love You, Colonel Sanders, a finger-licking good dating simulator. I really feel like we game overed multiple times, but then we brought it back, and we conceded. We were able to successfully get to the end of the game. So, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the future. Have a lovely evening, and thanks for watching the stream. All right.